We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello all, myself Dr. Shanti Verma. Today I am going to discuss electronic business, electronic e-commerce and mobile commerce for the subject management information system. Let's first discuss the learning objective for this session. First, I want to discuss e-business and its impact on the organization, characteristics of e-business, e-business definition and differences between e-business and e-commerce. Then mobile commerce and its differences between e-commerce and mobile commerce. Let's first discuss the definition of e-business. E-business means carrying out the business using electronic methods or business processes. Or we can say electronic business or e-business refers to the use of the web, internet, intranets, extranets, or some combination thereof to conduct business. E-business is similar to e-commerce, but it goes beyond the simple buying and selling of products and services online. Now let's discuss some electronic methods which are used in the e-business. E-methods or electronic methods use tools and technology which enables every process, includes making, to run with greater speed and precision in an automated manner. These e-methods transform the business from human-driven to information-driven. Business moves suddenly from local to global as we are using internet, intranet, or web for the business. The business driver shifted from capital and labor to the knowledge. The products and services become more customized because in e-business, user inputs are also used. Customers have more become knowledgeable and could able to configure their requirements. As customers are easy to see all the specification of the product using e-business technologies. Now let's discuss the role of e-business in today's business scenario. E-business involves business processes spanning the entire value chain. For example, electronic purchasing, supply chain management, processing orders electronically, handling customer services, and cooperating with the business partners. Special technical standards for e-business facilitate the exchange of data between companies. E-business software solutions allows the integration of intra and inter-firm business processes. E-business can be conducted using the web, the internet, the intranet, extranet, or some combination of these. The main need of e-business in current business scenario is to make the business from local to global market. Now let's discuss some challenges in the e-business. As you know that all the data resides in the internet or intranets. So there is some security issues and some cyber attacks are possible. Then scaling services fast enough to meet demand without jeopardizing the performance. Evolving their technology fast enough to keep pace with the changing market dynamics. So it is very important that the technology used in the e-business are up to date Then finding and training workers who can keep pace with skills that constantly need to evolve. It is required that every person that are involved in the e-business are trained with the current trends and technology that are used in the e-business. Keeping pace with business capabilities that by their electronic nature and always on. Now let's discuss some characteristics of e-business. One, global order management system, global database that is single or distributed, always paperless transactions in the e-business, customer select configure the needs and enter their own orders, supplier manage your inventory, dynamic order status, received, delivered and order balance or are managed in a electronic manner. Organization works for 350 days and 24 hours. That is the main advantage of the e-business. Collaborative working through groupware technology. All persons involved in the business are should share knowledge with each other. Business relationship with customer, vendors, and business partners become trust relationship as all the transactions are uh, visible to each other. Employees become more knowledge-based, intelligent workers. Management and operations overhead shows decline over a period of time. Now let's discuss some driving forces that are major factors for the development of e-business. As you see in the figures, some e-business initiatives are cost of business operations. If we are using the e-business, the cost of business operation is low as compared to the traditional system. Customer response time too high because all the data are in the electronic form. At the time of purchasing and delivering, same time you get the feedback from the customer. Management overheads very high. Competition leveraging on the technology. Now let's discuss some application areas of e-business. E-business are used in many areas. Some areas are you see in the figure as customer management, online store setup, marketing, shipping, payment options, invoice and packaging, pricing manipulation, order management, global trading, and digitized product store. Now let's discuss what is e-commerce and what is the difference between e-commerce and e-business. As you see in the figure, e-commerce is a subset of e-business. So first discuss what is e-commerce. E-commerce is also known as electronic commerce or internet commerce, refers to the buying and selling of goods or services using the internet and the transfer of money and data to execute these transactions. Electronic commerce is often used to refer to the sale of physical products online, but it can also describe any kind of commercial transaction that is facilitated through the internet. Whereas e-business refers to all the aspects of the operating an online business. E-commerce refers specifically to the transaction of goods and services. Now let's discuss some key differences between e-business and e-commerce. First difference is buying and selling of goods and services through the internet is known as e-commerce. Unlike e-business, which is an electronic presence of business, by which all the business activities are conducted through the internet. So means only buying and selling of product using internet is e-commerce, but if all the business transactions, all the business operations are using electronic method, that is a e-business. E-commerce is a major component of e-business. Means I can also say e-commerce is a subset of e-business. E-commerce include transactions which are related to money, but e-business include monetary as well as the allied initiative. E-commerce had an extroverted approach that covers customers, suppliers, distributors, etc. On the other hand, e-business had an embedded approach that covers internal as well as external processes of business. Now let's discuss what is mobile commerce. Mobile commerce is also known as m-commerce, is the use of the wireless handheld devices like cell phones and tablets to conduct commerce transactions online, including the purchase and sale of products, online banking, and paying bills. Here, the main important factor is the use of the wireless handheld device. In the e-commerce, we are using a wire device such as desktop, laptop, but in the mobile commerce, we are using cell phones or tablets and using the wireless handheld devices. Mobile commerce is the delivery of the electronic commerce capability directly into the customer hand anywhere via wireless technology. This simply means mobile commerce is a retail outlet in your customer pocket. Mobile commerce is not a separate entity from e-commerce. Instead, it is a more specific subgroup of e-commerce transactions that involves the use of smartphones and tablets instead of desktop and laptops. This also leads us to the conclusion that that concepts such as responsive design and the mobile-friendly user experience are all important for your business mobile commerce success. Now let's discuss some real-life applications of the mobile commerce. You know, in these days, we all are using mobile banking, mobile ticketing and booking, e-bills, stock market, auctions, etc. All these are the applications of the mobile commerce. Mobile banking. In mobile banking, we are using mobile website or application to perform all your functions, banking functions. It is one step ahead of the online banking and become commonplace these days. Mobile ticketing. In India, you can know that IRCT provides an application that are used for booking, receiving tickets, cancelling ticket, all these facilities using your cell phones. E-bills. This includes mobile vouchers, mobile coupons to be redeemed, and even loyalty points or card systems. There are various applications available which provides these facilities, such as nearby, etc. Auctions. Online auctions having now been developed to make made available via mobile phones as well. Stock market reports and even stock market trading over mobile applications. Some advantages of mobile commerce. It provides a very convenient and easy to use the system to conduct business transactions. Mobile commerce has a very wide reach. A huge part of the world population has a mobile phone in their pocket. So the sheer size of the market is tremendous. Mobile commerce also helps business target customers according to their location, service provider, the type of device they use, and various other criteria. This can be a good marketing tool. You can see in various websites where you can do online shopping, some recommendations are provided on the basis of your location. This facility is not available in e-commerce, but with the help of your cell phone location, they are generating recommending you product on the basis of your location. The cost of the company also reduced. This is due to the streamlined process, uh, low transaction cost, low carrying cost, and low order processing cost as well. Now let's discuss some disadvantages. The existing technology to set up a mobile commerce business is expensive. It has a great startup cost and many complications arise. In the developing countries like India, the networks and the service providers are not reliable. It is not much suitable for data transfer. Then there is the issue of security also. There are many concerns about safety of the customer's private information, and the possibility of data leak is very daunting. Now let's discuss difference between e-commerce and m-commerce. E-commerce come into existence in the 1970s, while mobile commerce invented later during the 1990s. Electronic commerce has a narrower reach than mobile commerce due to a large number of mobile phone users globally. E-commerce is generally a less costly method. The setup of the website and the use of internet is both relatively cheaper method. While in m-commerce, it's more expensive due to the creation of the mobile app and the need of the use of the cellular data for the customers. In this lecture, we had discussed e-business, role of e-business in current scenarios, applications of e-business, then e-commerce, difference between e-commerce and e-business, mobile commerce, advantages and disadvantages of mobile commerce, applications of mobile commerce, and difference between e-commerce and mobile commerce. On the basis of these topics, I am giving you 3 questions as an assignment. First is, explain e-business. Explain also its roles and characteristics for today's business scenario. Question 2, explain e-commerce, how it is different from the e-business. Question 3, write a short note on mobile commerce. Thanks. Please like, subscribe, and comment your suggestions.